What's up, folks? Well, setting up the tripod for you, and we're gonna just be live here while I am fixing some broken welds on the truss on the Bob Excursion here. All right, don't mind this. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring and show you what we're doing here. So I gotta scuff up. This is also great. I need to turn on the air compressor. Yeah, that's. All right. Well, now I'm live. Gotta go walk around. Turn my air compressor on. Have the welder on. Yeah, you're just live in the garage. That's what you wanted, right? Garage. Hanging out. Got my propane, my thermometer, my starter. This one cracked as it was cooling. I did it last time. And so I'm going to scuff it up. Also got heater on the front of this thing. It's cold in my garage. So I'm trying to make the accent out a bit warmer. And now Grace and Cameron just walked in and we're just live on YouTube. So I'm putting the blanket on here because my brake went back on. That brake light was on. I didn't did it last time, so I want to make sure I don't mess up low spatter or something like that on the brake line. So got the brake light covered. Probably just thing back up when we get it, but I got the air done. Double check that nobody's talking here. Hi Casey, how you doing? I'll walk through this every once in a while, but mostly just working here. So yeah, weld sticks to the steel, but doesn't like to stick to the cast. So what I have to do is I've got to heat this whole area back up. It needs to be like above 250, like close to 350 degrees. Then I weld it with fire stick over here, and then I gotta cool it so that it doesn't crack. That was what happened last time. That did right. Now we moved all this around. I appreciate you subscribing. That is awesome. I am glad you are here. We're just working in the garage. Got a little donations thing going. If anybody wants to donate, gosh dang it! Like, I keep putting this over the top of my welder cord. Can't have that. So yeah, the compressor will go off in a little bit here, but just for reference, they're at 62 degrees to start. So. Gotta get this thing warmed up big time. gas tank out here right now. It's like it's underneath here. Sorry for the compressor running in the background. We are trying to run up on the air. But I don't want to cut it off in case I need more air. I gotta clean up. Gotta grind some more things out. The wire brush as I go and try to fix them. So, what we're doing here. You want to know something wild? Garage. Not enough yet. Pressure's about to go off, so I'm not going to be looking at my phone for a few minutes here because I got to focus on this. I'm running. I don't have my welding mask. Okay. Got everything close. So when you get it the temperature you want, you can just throw the hat on and go. Yeah, this is welding the cast. Yay. Redoing it because you didn't do a good job the first time. Yeah, that's the mode I'm in. When you let it cool, from here it goes. If it does that, that means it broke. It's very disappointing when that happens. Because I had to go back through it. I've got my little heater running. Not really going to help this, but it might help it not go back to like 60 degrees. We're at 300 degrees one more time. 327, 390. Getting close here. Right around 300 degrees. That's where I've had the best luck. Right around 300 degrees. Ah, finally. Pressure went off. And just over here. Well, there's some camera walking around. You guys can't see them because they're just walking around. Uh-oh. Is there any comments on there right now?
Comments? Yeah, there's a few comments.
What are people saying?
Little hearts and hi. Cassie subbed.
Who? Oh, Cassie said she said. I saw that one.
Yep.
Anybody else on there? How many viewers does it say it has currently?
Shows 4.
Ooh, all 4. Ooh,
Yeah.
big time viewership.
2 thumbs up.
Big time viewership, folks.
It's cool though. Looks like you got it all nice and warmed.
Because you have to warm the cast,
Yeah.
and then you have to cool the cast even once you weld it.
Oh yeah.
The top is really nice and warm. Alright, here we go. Fire stick. it, but it should still be good. I need to keep the cast and the other piece at a decent temperature here. Also need to keep the cast warm. Wow. This one different below, straight on down the cast. I just kind of took my other weld for granted on top of it. 375. Just kind of go back and forth. Make sure that you're on both places. There's a welding wire there. Close temp to go down. Say you can get under 180, but I don't have great luck with that either. So I'm just trying to bring it down as low as I can bring it even from the cast to the thing. You essentially have to warm the cast for a while, and then the mild steel will be less than the cast. Turn the welder up and really slow. I'm got a really fat bead on this. Try to put a lot of heat into the cast.
Got 19 people now.
No. Anybody saying anything?
No. No comments.
Got people reading the comments. If you are interested, obviously I'm working, can't read it, but if you do have questions about what I'm doing, you are welcome to ask. I am more than happy to explain.
When you are done, we do have cookies. So.
This came I went to our little spot in town that had big cookies. Did they balance your tires?
There's a whole story around that. We didn't go to discount. We had to go over to Les Schwab.
So they would
No, they eventually had to do it. They had to pay for it.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
So you just went to Les Rock instead?
Yep.
Les Rock's so expensive. $100, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really frustrating, but they're really good at it, so it sucks.
Well, that's the thing is, yeah, that's what happens.
But I don't think theirs is a lifetime either. Like,
no, they do the same kind of warranty, but you have to purchase everything there.
yeah, but I can't like take them back there after I got a balance there once, so you keep getting them balanced.
Oh no, yeah. Well, you have to buy the package just like you do at discount thing. No, I ended up calling our home store, and that manager called this manager, and he straightened things out.
They will do that, but you didn't end up going there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they said they could only do they could only balance up to 33s.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Dude.
Yeah.
Tell me all the guys who run around with 35 without a balance.
Well, yeah, just a stock truck. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the idea is to keep the cast within 10 degrees of the line. What's funny is I didn't do this on Tinker's Axle, and I don't remember ever hearing that king level thing.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember hearing it.
So for those joining, he's
Now welding, I just welded cast to mild steel on this truss. I had a weld break, so I came through and fixed it. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm cooling it down and keeping the cast at the same temperature-ish as the mild steel. You want it to be 10, 15 max. So you just got to keep cooling everything together. It means heating one of them up and it cools faster than the other one. Because if it cools too fast, differently, it will pop the weld and your weld will just break. So you don't want that.
so Maddie wants to know about if you're still working on the brake lines.
Brake lines. The brake lines are all set up. The reason this blanket is in here is to cover the brake line. I'm not working on brake lines, but what you do see, if you do see lines hanging around, this is fuel line. The tank is out of here right now, and I'm putting new fuel line. Evil Energy makes a really, really nice kit that I'm putting together to put my fuel line together. It just does not have a stock gas tank in it. The whole garage smells like fuel. You can smell like you're here if you just smell fuel.
Yeah.
It'll smell like that until next Tuesday because I've still got parts coming.
Yeah, and Matt, this didn't look this clean. There was a lot of sanding and grinding and you name it.
Under here.
He said that.
In general.
Yeah.
Well, also the axle just got painted.
Yeah.
So
Everything's fresh.
everything's really fresh right now. It hasn't even been wheeled. I had this axle out when I put this truss on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The whole truss area is new. So.
It's all brand new. Shocks got put in yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'll get dirty in a month. Like very quickly, when we start wheeling, it'll be dirty.
Oh yeah.
Who is that?
That was Matt Merck.
Oh, that's the I was wondering if it was somebody I knew. I don't know you, Matt, but thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah.
It's great. So now I gotta come. This one broke too, and I can't even hardly see that it broke. But if you run your fingernail in there, you get caught. And if you're welding right, you shouldn't get caught with your fingernail at the bottom of the weld. And so it might not have broke up here, but it broke down in here somewhere. So I gotta warm it up. The interesting thing about this cast is this whole thing gets warm. So like there's heat up here. This is now 150 degrees when I just welded. There's heat all the way up here. There's heat at the top of the thing. When I was welding this whole thing, it was wild because it was, like this whole ember was 120 degrees. The whole center section was kind of crazy. So, just did this one yesterday. It's kind of cracked over here, but I'm not going to worry about that one. This is the one I'm going to try and do again. So, I got to come over there, and there's a couple little sections in here. I like leaving the blanket over it. It keeps the mild steel warmer. This is the other tactic, is to weld it and then wrap the whole thing in welding blanket till tomorrow. I'm not going to do that. I might wrap this whole thing when I'm done today, and just leave it till tomorrow. But I'm cooling it to below 180 before I wrap it in. Anyway, so it's not. It's just you want to make it take as long as possible to cool down, quote unquote, because the cast doesn't hold as much heat as the mild steel, and the mild steel cools a lot quicker. So you want to keep heat in the mild steel. So I think it's actually helpful. I got the blanket up here; it's keeping the steel better. And I'm gonna come around with the blanket and put it over on this side too. Lock my fuel line or my brake line off. I don't weld spatter. Sometimes weld spatter will get stuff like that and put a hole in it. So I don't really want to do like that. So yeah. I need to move that camera if I go over here. I need to go to a different spot on the camera.
Sorry, what?
If I sit over here, well,
Oh, yeah, I can move it. Hang on a second.
I'll turn the camera around for a second.
Yeah, we'll get it. Move it around here. Hi, everybody.
Good spot over on this side. And then I'll just have my ground to a bolt. It's not really super well grounded, but oh, I can see it now. I can see the crack. Yeah, so that's definitely cracked on this side. Wish I could show. If I could get this thing out of here. All right, let's see. See if it'll show. Yeah, so if you look right here, there's a little split right here. That's the weld breaking on the cast. Now it's better with my little light. Brian, I put the truss on it because I put lockers in this. I've got a Detroit in the back of this thing now. The Sterlings are known to twist in the axle tube. And so, honestly, I just put it on here for, good insurance. The hope is that this truss is going to stay and keep this thing from twisting axle tubes on me with the lockers in it. I just figured it was a good time to do it with the lockers in it. The rear doesn't have any seals on the inner on a Sterling. So if you are thinking about doing a truss on a Sterling, you don't need to pull anything out of it. And you just essentially you can heat the whole thing up and not worry about it. So that's pretty awesome. The front does have inner seals. So if you're going to do the front, you need to pull the inner seals out or you're going to melt them. But the back you can just do. So yeah, that was just this is kind of my little insurance policy for this. I think maybe someday if this ever gets 4-linked, I did buy a truss that I could put links on the top of. But for now, obviously, it's still leaf sprung, so it's not a big deal. And I just did it because everybody says that's the weak point of the Sterling, so I figured I should try and do that. I just put on these Black Maxes on the back. I've got the Black Maxes on my white truck, that's full V and C code springs, and I freaking love them. 100%. The other cool thing about the Black Max is right now there's a rebate going on at Skyjacker. So if you use my Geeks 4x4 code, you get 10%. And then you send in their rebate and you get another 10%. So it's 20% off for this month on Black Maxes. If you've been thinking about it, just do it. You'll be stoked about it.
Really good price.
Yeah, really good price. You're running the 80Xs on yours, and it's changed your Jeeps.
Yeah, we've got both on the JK and on the Gladiator, and they've been amazing. Just completely soaks up everything. Yeah, it's the Black Maxes for a leaf sprung thing make a ton of sense. This might get 80Xs at some point, but if you're just running an excursion, I don't know what you're driving, Matty B, but if you're running an excursion with leaf springs, dude, I've owned my white truck for 25 years. I've never had a shock on that truck that rides as good as these Black Maxes. You can mount them any way you want. Is the other cool thing about this. Most of these type of shocks you can't mount. You have to mount them body down like this one. I did this one on purpose. The front ones are body up. These ones are body down so that I can show people. But they've got a foam thing in them that makes it to where you can run them either way you want. And yeah, this is the time to buy them with the 20% off. So
Oh yeah, the tow rig. It's more of a tow rig. They, you could think they're a little soft. I honestly like them better. I like a softer ride towing anyway. I'm not a big fan of I have this sway bar on the back of my white truck, and that's my tow rig kind of, and I'm not really impressed with it. I'd rather have a little bit more play. But yeah, on my white truck with the VNC codes, I got sick of being jarred by the other brand that starts with a B, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch this, see what happens, and there's no regret. No regrets. No regrets at all. Bit. Okay, that's not the right glove.
Yeah, and when he's talking about squishy, it's not squishy. It's
not squishy. So
it's
what I like to explain
just enough.
To people is that the difference with the way these are set up, these Black Maxes, they are there to slow your springs down and calm your springs. Your springs are going to give all your harshness and everything like that. But the Bilsteins, I know that, or other company, that anything that's compressed, they're trying to, it's not like it is, but it is at the same time. It almost feels like it's trying to stop it from moving. And the Skyjackers are not trying to stop it from moving. They're just keeping the movement under control. So that's how I feel the difference is. That's how I feel like I can explain it to people. It's not soft, but it's not like, it doesn't do this anymore, it does this. It's like, that's what it feels like to me. I need the right glove.
There's one on your foot.
No, it's not that. Of course not the one at my foot. Is it right underneath?
Could be.
Yeah, here it is. It's under this wheel. Okay, this glove. My little starter. Yeah. So if that makes sense, I don't have a better way to explain it, but they're awesome. Also, Skyjacker is a USA company. All the shocks are made in the USA. They're family owned, and they're legit. So their shocks are like Gabriel is the brand that they buy their shocks from, and everything's USA. It's all, their springs are made in California. Their shocks are made by Gabriel, which I don't even know where they are. There's something to be said about that. I'm heating back up now. We still got comments on there? What's going on?
Nope, we're still good.
Wow, is that really already at 200 degrees?
Well, it's already warm from the other side, so.
Holy hell. Yeah, freaking cast, like I said, has walked across. This thing's already at, this one's at, 161 now. 280. 290. I mean, this is almost at the temperature I wanted anyway.
Yeah, Maddie looked it up. He says Gabriel's are made in Mexico and the other half are made in Oklahoma.
Yeah. So it's pretty stinking cool. Like I said, I really like the company, and there's I don't know. I had Monroe's on my white truck for forever, and then I went to the Bilsteins, and it was like, is this what I want? And then I ran them for a while, and then when I finally switched back to these, I'm like, oh, this is the way this truck is supposed to feel. It's not supposed to feel like it actually is ripping you out of
like jarring.
Yeah,
that's the one thing about those.
Yeah. My Jeep feels like the Jeep's gonna feel. So I put these on here. There were Monroe's on the back of this. Last night we were driving around. You can feel the difference in the front and the rear hit on this truck because the rear's lead from the front's coil. But it's like gone with these shocks. It's still smooth in the back. You're like, how? How is this? How did they calm the leaf springs down enough that they're not as jarring? They didn't try and force the leaf springs to not move. So yeah, Oklahoma, Mexico, not bad. All right, where are we at? 179, 243 down there. It's not one. So yeah, I haven't heard a crack.
Oh, that's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a crack from the other one, so I put more heat in the welder and I put more wire on it. So this is gonna be a left-handed weld though. So it's gonna the last one I wasn't really looking at it. I just putting it down. You can see the penetration, the heat marks inside when we have the cover off, put the gears in it. You can see the penetration.
Oh wow.
Which means I got it hot enough.
Yep.
235. Okay, close. Are you done with yours? You just don't want to be out in the wind anymore.
Well, the wind's kind of calmed a little bit, but yeah, I just have to fill up the front.
It was supposed to rain today. Instead, it's been windy. I told them they could bring the Jeep in here, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
You're used to working outside.
Yeah, exactly. Being from Arizona, it's a lot warmer though than it is out there right now.
It's 50 degrees. It's all right. This truck's not moving for a couple days, so
Yeah.
no fuel. And everybody knows everything about a V10. It needs fuel.
Yeah, as you were sputtering last night, rolling back from the.
We don't need it. You're up here. Stop.
What kind of stickers are you looking for, Maddie? Yeah.
These 4x4 stickers?
No. He said he contacted the guys about the sticker man.
Sticker beer?
Sticker man.
Oh, were we talking about? Did you buy
some story? Yeah, some story that you guys had talked about.
Oh, were we talking on Facebook? You bought stickers from Springtree? I can't remember who everybody is. I'm not good at that. You need to get hotter.
Yes, that's the story.
Okay. Did they get back to you from Springtree? Like I said, I see the sale.
No, they didn't get back to him. They said.
The frick. They take forever sometimes, but it's been like 4 weeks, hasn't it? I don't know, man. I just bought some more stickers on Amazon. I'm trying to buy some like round ones that are the Geeks 4x4 logo. Send me an email. Send me your address. I'll send you one of those. Just so you have something, and then hopefully Springtree gets their act together. Because that's a little ridiculous. And why are you cold now?
Yeah, should be some on the Amazon store, right?
No, they're not. Amazon doesn't let me sell stickers yet. Wait, is there?
I thought there was. Let me go look. I thought there was.
I don't think that there's any on the Amazon store. I think it's just shirts on the Amazon store. I just bought from like an Amazon retailer, so I had little like 3-inch round ones with the logo that's on the window of the truck.
Ah.
160. Where'd your heat go? Where's the heat?
Uh-oh.
Wow. The bottom is now cold. We're good. We're gonna weld again. Here we go. Wish me luck. Left-handed weld. Let's see what we got. That looks freaking good. Every once in a while, I have really good welds. Come on. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, I should finish that. There's like a hair down there that's not done. That's annoying. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, 339, 350, 413. Yeah, we gotta beat the cast. 429, 368. Up and down the cast. You see, there's stickers on the store. I don't think there's stickers on Amazon.
I don't see it. No, I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't think there's stickers on Amazon. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just buying like for myself to put in the truck. I bought 3 of them because I'm gonna try them. Hopefully I didn't get into the cover here. And see if they're any good. And then I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of them so I can have them in the truck to give out to people at events. And I'll freaking send you one of those. I don't understand what's going on with Teespring. They should have gotten those too, I think. Okay. 357. Yeah, so I'm like kind of holding the cast at 350 to try and get the mild steel down to it. God, some of it's freaking 500 degrees.
Well, I'll go back.
292, 276. Doing better here. 307, 394, 306, 292, 328. We're getting this thing under control here. 330, 306. Every once in a while, I act like I know what I was like doing welding wise. This is one of those welds that look like that. The question is if I can get it to cool right, so that I can get this thing to not freaking crack. I got a couple welds on the back of this that look like I know what I'm doing. Don't tell anybody. I sure don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, the wind really kicked up out there, so.
I mean, it's great having somebody behind the camera to tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
This morning I was just working, getting up every once in a while. I gotta beat this. I got the cast over. This one's still cold though. What? 400 degrees. What? I didn't just weld the cover on this.
Yeah, it's fine.
I gotta get a cover. Yukon. Now it's hotter. 22, 58. 59. This is the deal. Can't just turn the dang thing up. $35, 28, 240, 50, 240, 58, 50, 57, 47, 40, 38. Starting to cool. 38, 5, 42, 36, 13, 245, 246,
Yeah, so for those of you just joining, we're retouching up.
We're fixing a couple broken welds from the cast to the mild steel on the truss. So I'm keeping the heat even between the mild steel and the cast to get it, so essentially cooling it down. Because if you keep the heat even, the weld doesn't break. But if you let one of them cool faster than the other one, it will break. So I'm trying to not let it break the weld. That's what I'm sitting here doing. And I'll show you this weld. I'm really proud of this one. So maybe I'll show you that one. That one should cool it down a little bit more. I've got the blanket up here just to keep stuff out of my brake line. And then
yeah, because the right side is already done.
just the same spot on both sides is broken. Kind of annoying.
No, because he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want it to happen in Moab because he doesn't want to be, shown that we can pull him out with a set of Jeeps.
But it's going to be a set of Jeeps. Yeah, and truss braking is not really that big a deal unless I really twist the axle. This is not really something that can end a trip. It make a lot of noise and be annoying.
Yeah.
Now that it's on here. Now that it's on here, I might as well make it really on here. Come on.
That flame's a little close to that line there.
Yeah. It's okay, it's just a breather line.
Yeah, but we already have a timeline. We don't need to have to replace more things.
Come on. Yeah, as you can, I don't know if you can see the laser, but I'm pointing at the cast, and then I'm pointing at the mild steel.
Yeah, let me get it.
Making sure I'm within 10 degrees.
Move the guys a little bit more over in that section.
We're getting close here. The cast cools a little bit quicker than mild steel sometimes. So you can see 192, and then down in here I'm 190, 188, 184, 77, 75, 68, 63, 58, 54. So I'm pretty much there as far as I want to be. And what I'm going to do is set this blanket over a little bit. Helps keep it. That really just pop it. And then it makes a little popping, twinging sound when it decides to break. And you don't want to hear that sound, trust me. I've heard that sound a lot, unfortunately, with doing this. And so now I'm just going to wrap it up a little bit so it takes a really long time. Yep, now I'm broken.
That was a nice little snap.
Wild, huh? That's the noise I don't want to hear. Broke the whole damn thing. So crazy. I watched it all the way down. I haven't figured out this yet. That definitely was that side, not that side. So let me show this one.
Yeah.
This one came out really nice. And it's cooled now. So this is what another one I just did. This one looks really nice. But it just cracked. What was that? That was that popping noise that we just heard. So yeah. Yeah, your pride goes away when you have to get pulled out. It's the worst. Oh my gosh. This is annoying. I gotta pull this thing apart and do it again.
Yeah, to be honest, over the past couple of years, his welds have been getting a lot nicer looking.
They're a lot different. Crazy that weld looks so good though. Still pop on cast. That's welcome to cast. Cast is a freaking joke. I'm about sick of it. I think I'll do this one more time, and we'll see if I can get some penetration again. This time, that one took forever cooling too, and everything. Like, felt all the stuff. Still 100, still even temperature. Like, it just didn't like it. So I need to. Let's see. There's a cutting wheel on my grinder. I'm wondering if I should cut down. There's so much weld in here now.
Yeah, to kind of clean it up a little.
Yeah. There's on the battery powered one. Yeah. There's a cutting wheel, and then
there is.
And then.
You have a battery down there?
I don't have a battery down here now. But I need the one on the far, straight up, like go to your left. That one. Yeah. Ryobi batteries are having issues.
So technically it's about 66 in here. Well, that's a room, but he's got a heater on the other side, just on the other side of the desk cover, on the dip desk. So it's 66 in the shop, but there is a heater back there.
Well, and the diff is 120 degrees.
Yeah.
I mean, that diff sitting there right now is, the mild steel is 180, and the cast now that I've disconnected it is 120. So I gave myself a little cavity. I'm gonna go start heating. Get this thing back up. It was 300 degrees when I started it. 350, the whole thing. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That one did really well, so cover it back up. Hope that it stays good. But just need to heat the gas back up. Not that far off. Trying to get the cast around 350 is what I'm trying to do. Right now it's at 144. Got a ways to go. As soon as I hit 300 is pretty much where I'm going to start. It's going to have the fattest weld ever on it. Okay, it's nice and comfortable in here with the gas tank out.
Yeah.
I did pull the axle out when I initially put the truss on, and now I'm just fixing some welds that broke. The front of the side of this thing looks sick. The stuff down on the tubes here, like these ones right here, they look just fine. They don't look pretty, but they're not broken. But then these ones over here, even these were some of the best looking welds that I had done on this thing, and they broke. Now this one's broke a second time. Really exciting.
And Matt is asking if you had any MAP gas.
I don't have any MAP gas. I'm just going to use the propane. And it's, like I said, I had luck on the other side. So I know that it's just like something, I don't know what it is. I guess MAP gas will get it hotter, but I haven't.
I said it's more accurate than
Yeah.
to at least keep a consistent temperature. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't go buy MAP gas. I'm too cheap. I have propane.
Yeah, well, we have to go back to the the theme of Geeks 4x4 is on a budget, right?
Yep. Everything on a budget. I just gotta be more. I gotta do better across this thing, I think. It's more my fault. I don't know. I don't know what it was. This is the first time I actually have tried to weld the cast. I welded the cast on a Jeep axle, and I didn't even heat or do anything with it. I don't remember it cracking at all.
No, it didn't. It still looks good.
Yeah, it still looks fine. I didn't weld that much on it though. I welded a little bit to the pumpkin, and I welded a little bit to the C's, and it got a lot of weld on the axle tube because that was a full truss. This one's just a little guy. Get the 200. But yes, I did see when I started looking at doing this online, the person that I'm copying them, they did use MAP gas on a torch like this. And yeah, I don't know. I'm getting to the right temperature though, so it just takes longer. So really, this is all brand new to me. My welds look okay. They just don't stick. That one didn't even break off, so there's still something stuck in there. Popped the end of it or something, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what this takes. This does when I weld it again. I just essentially cut a groove in the middle of it. Yeah, on the other side, I was going to 250. Like, as soon as I hit 250, that's when I was welding, when I had it out.
Yeah.
And it was great. So, just trying to get to that 250 number. I hit 300 over there today, and I hit 300 before I did this one. Some of this was at like 370. I wonder if it didn't get hot underneath the weld or something.
And the backside was cooling faster?
Yeah. The backside was cooling faster and I was trying to heat up the weld.
Yeah.
This one's going to be really ugly now though, probably. It was so good looking that it couldn't be that way. One of the ones on the back, you gotta make sure that they look terrible so that everybody can see them. Whatever. This one doesn't hold. I still have this, that, a full one on the back, one's on the side. Like this, there's one weld. I don't think this is going to change the strength of this truss. So if I weld it one more time and it breaks, I'm going to be done with it.
Maddie goes, if you're around here, I would deliver something to you. It looks like you welded that front bumper, so you did a good job, man. I trust you. Laugh out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know how to weld. It's just the welding to cast thing that's all brand new to me.
Yeah.
That's
the Jeep one was the first one.
Yeah,
that was just a little while back.
I didn't even warm it up.
Yeah.
I didn't even warm it. I didn't have a single problem. Didn't warm it, didn't put a blanket on it, didn't do nothing. And unless I just walked away fast enough, I didn't hear it crack. I don't know, I didn't look at them super close.
No, it
but I don't think they're cracked. I mean, I can we can look when Rod finally gets it done if he's going to use that axle and stuff on the trail.
Yeah. Roger Garage is asking, are you still using flux core wire?
No, it's 030 gas shield, are. Yeah, no, I gave up on flux core a while back. I'm glad I started with flux core. If you're thinking about starting welding, I think it taught me a ton. Because as soon as I went to gas, it felt like a cheat code. And so I would 100% recommend doing it in that order. Not that I know anything about it, but I feel like my actual gas welds are better because I started with flux core. I think. So we're teaching the Grace part of the Grace and Camo how to weld, and she gets to cheat because she's welding with gas. It still looks terrible, which is great because it would look worse with flux core. And I could really just make her use flux core wire. But yeah, I feel like I learned a ton. The whole body was done in flux core on this thing. All the rock sliders were done in flux core. The bottom of the doors were done with flux core. Like this bumper was under.
Yeah, the rear bumper.
Done with flux core. Like everything I've learned is that flux core actually penetrates better, but it's not. It penetrates deeper, but it's not as strong of a welder. So I don't really understand. I don't know enough about it to really say. I should say is I'm just a guy that tries to stick metal together.
Well, they're both very happy that you switched off into gas, and so.
Yeah, I'm happy that too. Trust me, when I started using gas, I was like, why? Why was I not doing this? But it was, the thing was when I bought that 40 welder, it was like $200 to do everything, and I just did it all cheap. And remember, everything's about being cheap around here. So when I finally went to gas, it was a big deal, and I had to buy the bottle. And my freaking local place is super expensive on bottles, so I have to buy the bottle. I actually have a bottle coming right now that I'm going to run for argon, because that's the next thing I'm going to play with. So if you want to watch me suck at welding more, I'm going to weld spool gun weld aluminum and try and build my second gas tank. So that's, I don't know if that'll happen this month before we leave for Moab, and we're gonna do a big trip. We're going to St. Louis after Moab. So if you're anywhere between Moab and St. Louis, or Washington State and Moab, let me know. We'll come hang out. We'll get gas at a gas station near you because we're gonna need it.
Yeah. Because we don't get the best gas mileage.
No. E10 and what's hilarious is that his 3.6 Jeep gets the same mileage as the V10.
Well, yeah. It's also pretty heavy.
Yeah, but this weighs 7,700 pounds. You weigh like 6.
I weigh 69.
You really?
Yeah.
You need to get some weight out of it.
Oh, I know.
The bottom is super cold. 83. That's what happened. 1,400 up there.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to go to Tacoma. That's a little wrong direction, but...
Tacoma, Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, if you're in Tacoma, though, we can go hang out in the summertime.
True.
You know?
Yeah, it's Maddie.
Maddie, you're in Tacoma? Never mind that. I think I did realize that. Alright, we're getting freaking close here. Yeah. 200 degrees, 250 up there on the top. Trying to get this bottom little section a little bit warmer before I go. 250, 230. Yeah, we're right there. I'm gonna kill my Onyx suck being down here. It sucks. Okay. Welding coming. Here we go again. Let's see if we can make this thing happen again. It looked really good last time. I think it looked really good. And there goes my ground. Who needs a ground? looks sick again. That one doesn't look that good, actually. Okay, eating. Nope. Get the wrong angle. 388, 400. So what happens is the cast doesn't go above like 350. Trying to keep the cast warm. Keep the cast warm. It might be breaking right here. I don't know. Some people hit them with the hammer. Should I hit it with the hammer?
Yeah. Roger Garage says hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, go get a hammer. We're gonna both be. All right. Did that really do something?
Yeah, so tapping it with a hammer. Hitting the cast.
Still like 400 degrees.
Yeah, it also helps prevent cracks in most cases.
437, still really hot. 311, 370, 380, 350. Hammering really does actually do stuff? I saw somebody doing it, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way that actually does something.
From Google AI. Pinning or using a hammer to tap a weld bead while it's still soft is a technique used in cast iron welding to reduce the risk of cracking by creating compressive stress. Yeah.
Really?
And preventing shrinkage. That is.
All right, well, you guys are seeing me try hitting it with a hammer. See if this crap pops too.
Preventing shrinkage. You just don't be in the pool.
Yeah. Just don't be in the cold.
Yeah.
To prevent shrinkage. Now this is way cooler. 305.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, Roger.
How many people are watching this thing?
We're at 26 at the moment. It went up to like 34 for a little bit there.
Wow, people are watching me try and stick metal together?
Yeah.
That's exciting. You gotta be out in your garage sticking metal together. Come on. Still. Off. If this one doesn't crack, it's because I hit it with a hammer.
Yep.
And then that's the new modus operandi for everything welding. We're just gonna hit it with a hammer.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you watching Garage as you're looking for those motorcycle tires.
Somebody taking off?
No. He's looking for motorcycle tires. So what else can he do is watch you trying to stick this metal together.
Well, I mean, yeah. This is like nothing's cooling. We're still at 300 degrees, which is good, I guess. Staying warm's good. 355, 320, 300, 305, 266, 321. It's cooler down here. 217, 216. Doing good down at the bottom. 267, 229. 364, 355 at the top currently. 324, 303, 325, 280. This thing does not want to cool. 321, 302, 281. 279, 244. See, I'm way off. That was good. 293, 250s. 290, 260, 281, 260. Hey, we're getting within 20 degrees. We're getting close. 236, 218. Starting to come down. Finally. Just trying to keep the cast warm. 247. 233, 216, 230, 250, 230, 250, 230, 250, 238. Yeah, we're right there. The mild steel is not cooling with the blanket on it, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's good.
So, my back hurts though. 266, 267. 243, 255.
Yeah, thanks, Maddie. Smash that like button. Appreciate y'all. Sticking metal together is always one of those fun things to watch.
This is like boring as crap, though. I mean, cooling it down.
Yeah.
It's so lame. More fun when sparks are flying. We're getting close here. Starting to come down. We're in the 220s now. Well, we were in the 220s until I heated back up. 17, 227, 206, 213, 191, 184, 182, 183. This steel at the top will not go down. 223. Yep, there it goes. Just pop the top. Top's fine. I'm just gonna get the bottom right. Hitting it harder with a hammer.
Yeah.
Just pop the top like 3/4 of an inch. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, smash the like button like he's smashing with the hammer. There you go.
210. This is cool too. Don't you dare crack, you little turd. 222, 190, 196. keep most of this intact. $92, $183, $230, $209, $274, $220. That's how much quicker that eats up. $222, $227. Care about it there. 204. Look at that different. Cast is not your friend. 250, 230, 280, 244. I'm literally going back up. 257.
Yeah, it's right at around 240, 216, going back and forth on where he's pointing it.
The mild steel won't cool down with the blanket on it. So, 250, 229, 272, 233, 79, 241. I'm there again. Back in.
Now, that was a quick swell. No, it's back down, but got a 41 in there. It's a little down a little bit, but so we're cleaning up some welds on the back of this truss here.
Cooling down with heat.
Yep.
Cast welded mild steel truss to cast cross member, and I'm trying to keep the cast at the same temperature as the mild steel as it cools. And man alive, the mild steel does not want to come down today. So I'm just heating the crap out of the cast. Keep it close and let the mild steel come down. I already had the top portion of this weld cracked, but I think it's only the top quarter inch or so, maybe half inch. And the rest of it looks okay. So I'm trying to keep it okay. That's all. 150. Those are good. 98. 170. 97, 74, 18, 93, 240, 95. Get the mild steel to start pulling down and really nice. Still 7. 96, 87, 12. Correct. 237. Wow, this thing, this mild steel holding heat is crazy. Just the heater and everything. Might have cracked all the way down. Oh no, it cracked a couple spots. Hope it didn't crack the whole way.
No?
It wasn't quite loud enough that it felt like it was the whole thing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't loud enough to be the entire. At least it didn't sound like the whole thing. But
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna wrap it and hope this thing's taking way too long to cool down.
yep. Hopefully, heat stays in this time.
Sit here for a little while and listen and see if it cracks. That's welding cast.
Yeah.
So much fun. That side's good though. So I have one more weld than I did when I started. So I feel like that's good. What questions do we have to pass the time while we listen to this thing?
No questions at this point. Maddie's probably going to be with us for a little bit longer. He's looking to do. He's off to go to a Doge seminar.
A Doge seminar?
A Doge seminar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In Tacoma?
In Tacoma, which is interesting because that's not where you would expect it.
I wouldn't expect anybody to be talking about Doge in Tacoma.
Yeah.
They're burning Tesla factories in Tacoma.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. No matter the outcome of this one, I have tried to fix the broken one. And it is what it is. We have already heard it crack. I don't think it's the whole weld.
No, it did sound like it did before.
We'll see. So maybe there's some more of it. Well, who knows? But I can feel the heat through 2 layers of the blanket.
Wow.
3 layers of the blanket. So it was. I mean, the mild steel was still at 270. I've not had one take that long to cool before.
Roger Garage is asking, aside from yours, what is your favorite excursion build on the internet?
I think you guys are going to think this is really funny. The one that I always look for and show people, it's called Big Brown, and it's the lowrider one. The guy lives in Arizona, and he's got the things where it sits and it's slanting around.
Yeah.
And I think that is sick. So different, so cool. I'm going to build one at some point. Are you really licking my lens? The dog is licking my lens. Hey!
You go say hi?
Yeah, so if you're on Instagram or something, you can be on Instagram. Go look up, I feel like you can just look up hashtag Big Brown or something like that. And I think it's Arizona Axle Dragger is the guy's name.
Yeah, it's literally a chocolate.
Yeah, it's freaking brown.
It's
with flames on it.
Yeah.
It is bad. It's really cool.
But literally slammed all the way to the ground. It's crazy.
It is sick. So, someday, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of followers going on here. We'll build some other excursions. I got some ideas. There's a few more excursions that are in my head that I can build.
He keeps trying to get us to buy one, and
Buy one.
we already have enough vehicles.
I don't know what the problem is.
We can't take them all at once to the different events. So,
Guys, I found one on Marketplace for $1,500. It's been wrecked. That's the perfect start for one of the builds that I want to do. But I don't have money. So, you gonna run into the camera looking?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe that one already cracked. It doesn't matter.
No, I get it, Roger. there isn't really ever enough, but we don't have enough parking space at the house at the moment, and that's the reason why it's enough for now.
Excuses.
I know.
They have a Tundra that he can't stand putting things in the bed of because it's closed.
Wait, whoa.
And instead, he could have just bought an Excursion to fix the Tundra problem, and that would have towed more, been cooler, and all been enclosed. But no.
Well, let's just say Grace of Grace and Camo likes to neuter trucks, and by neuter I mean there has to be a lid on the back of the bed, and what is a truck if it has a lid on it? I mean, I get that it's nice, but I don't live in the city all the time, and where you don't really need a truck.
You can fit all that stuff in the back of an Excursion without having the Tundra. Fridge, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's already cracked. It doesn't matter. Not hearing it crack anymore, though.
No. Hey, maybe the hammer is the key.
Maybe the hammer made half of it stick. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I don't care anymore. This one in particular has been welded 3 times, maybe 4. I'm done with it. It's if it doesn't want to stick, it doesn't want to stick. This is welded in plenty of spaces. It's welded all the way across. Everywhere else. One little spot. And then I say that, and then we'll twist this thing off one day, and I'll start it right there.
You're gonna lean backwards on one of those rocks in Moab, and then it'll be like, "Oops, I heard a snap."
We'll do a hop.
Yeah.
We'll get this thing to snap. Yeah, that's the only difference between the Sterling and the 14 bolt. 14 bolt is stronger as far as spinning active tubes. So essentially, by trussing my Sterling, I've attempted to make it like a 14 bolt. It doesn't hang down as far as a 14 bolt does, so that's more better, I think. So. I ran all new fuel line today. It's right here. This is the Evil Energy fuel line setup. I ran it from fuel filter all the way back here, and
that fuel line is very, very cool.
Very cool. Crimps into it so, and then it has all these different ends on it. Got their kit, and I'm still retrofitting it, so I've had to buy some other things coming on the Amazon. I'll put it all in the store for you guys if you ever want to do lines. The aluminum lines on these things should never have to be replaced, though. But I kind of cobbled it together with regular lines and fuel injector clamps when I did the tank for the first time, because it has an XL7 center in it, not an Excursion one, and so I needed a sender that I could bolt into the tank, and the Excursion one has got that big old cap on it. So so this is like different ends on all these. They all kind of crimp on. They've got a little metal piece in here, kind of like you'd imagine with like water hose, little white clear water hose. Yeah, same kind of idea.
Yeah, same idea like what you have in the fridge.
Yeah, what you have on the fridge, if you've added a fridge, something like that. And then this line goes all the way to the filter, and yeah, it'll just, now I can prop the tank and screw this on or off really easily, and instead of having to deal with stupid quick disconnects, I freaking hate this thing. Quick disconnects my butt. Always fighting them.
Still nice and quiet. This is good.
All right. Either it's already broke or some of it's staying. We'll find out. What else do I have to weld? I'm getting close on welding here.
Yeah.
For this time at home, at least.
Yeah, we'll get those in the store.
Yeah, I'll have all this fuel line stuff in the store the next week or so. Once I figure out what I'm actually going to use. But their kit's pretty cool. And the guy from people of energy. So they sent me that kit, and the guy is super cool. Like I figured it was just some Chinese company or something, but the guy that works for Evil Energy that I've talked to is super knowledgeable and knows what he's doing. So you gotta support that type of person because it's not very often anymore. Everything's from China. Hi, Finn. This is Finn. Hi, bud. You gonna lay down? It is much warmer under there with the heater on.
Yeah, no, I started to feel some breeze coming from the door.
Yeah.
Because I was standing there with it open.
No. Before you came in, it was.
Yeah, I was trying to get the axle a little bit warmer by having a heater down in there.
Yeah.
And trying to make it to where it doesn't go. I should undo it though. Turn it off. Yeah, don't mind me.
Oh, that's what we need is some catch cans in our Jeeps. As much as we travel, that would be worthwhile. I just haven't put one in yet.
What do you need?
Yeah, Maddie said that there is he's got the Evil Energy catch can
On a V10
and
then?
he loves it.
For what?
On what do you have it on? I don't know. I don't see the bubbles typing.
Oh. You losing?
No, I don't think so. Maddie, what do you have your catch can on? What vehicle is that?
Well, the Excursion with a V10.
Oh, Nissan and the Excursion.
Oh. Where is it plumbed in on the Excursion?
Yeah, where do you have it on the Excursion?
Why do you need a catch can?
I don't know.
You got a supercharger on that thing? That's the other one I should have bought. There was one on Marketplace with a supercharger a couple years ago. I was wrecked.
Back here a little bit. So just as a recap, both this side here and the other side have brand new welds. And so we're just kind of waiting for them to just cool the whole thing down.
We're just listening.
Yep, just listening.
See if there's any more cracks. I think we already did. We'll see.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as loud as it was the last time, so
Yeah.
should be good.
Might be okay.
Yeah, well, thank you all for joining.
And if you're wondering what I'm using for a welder, I'm using, this is a Prime Weld 180 from Amazon. It's got spool gun capabilities and stick welding, and it's great. This thing, I'm very impressed with it. It's done a lot of work now.
Yeah.
And it just keeps working. No complaints from it. I've been through tons of flux core wire with it, and then I don't know. This is the 5th or 6th bottle that's been on it. It's done. Bumpers, trusses. I just welded on sheet metal for the first time too, and that was because I did all the sheet metal work with this, with the flux core with the 40, and then we just welded on sheet metal for the first time with gas, and it was like, oh, this is. Don't be in it, buddy. Okay. Just make sure he's not like trying to eat the blanket or something. I have fiberglass all in my arms, so
That'll be fun.
it feels really nice. Yeah, pretty sweet. So, and I cut out. Here's all the lines I cut out today. So,
Yep.
Ooh, look at this thing.
From there.
Yeah. Oh, you put it on your PVC. Yeah, my this V10 eats oil. I don't know. It's been a lot better. What I put in it now, I put the Lucas, like not the seal stuff, but the stabilizer for high mile, engines, and that stopped. It was like going through a quart every like 700 miles when I first got it, and so I put that stuff in there every oil change now, and it's awesome. I can go like 1,500 now, I think, before I put oil in it. But I don't know. I always check it. So these things just burn oil. It's crazy. I don't know. Don't really care. My diesel never burns oil. This truck, for some reason, likes to burn oil. I just think it's funny. Yeah, the Lucas stuff is the trick. I think it's worth buying it every time because you literally have to buy like 2 less quarts of oil, and then you get supposedly, what they say is a better oil for a high mile motor. This truck has 220 on it. I don't know, 225. Yeah, 225 on it. It's probably a little bit more than that because the speedometer's still not fixed for the 40s because it's on a tone ring, so even the gears didn't help it. I need to find somebody in this town that can actually fix it. Unfortunately, I've had 0 luck. So yeah, that's what we're up to today. Got fuel lines in, dropped the fuel tank today, slides this morning, dropping that, and then finished welding on the truss. So I'm just gonna let that sit overnight probably, and I don't have forescan, so I don't have like a ability to do that. I need to. I had a buddy with a shop that tried to do something with it, and then it like didn't help. Yeah, but I have a Mac, and none of that crap works on my Mac. Is the unfortunate part of living Mac life. I gotta plug my phone in here, see if it'll charge. It did. Cool. Valve learn restore. Interesting. I can try that stuff next time. You have to realize this truck gets its oil changed twice a year, and then it gets driven 5,000 miles in a week. I know it's like 3,000 miles. This year. In April, we will drive 5,000 miles probably in the month. And then it sits in the garage, and I work on it the rest of the year. And that's what we do around here. Yep. That's pretty much what this truck does. My white truck was getting driven more. Now I'm not dailying it. I put 15,000 miles on my white truck last year. And it has 346,000 miles on it. But yeah, this one just kind of hangs out and does that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do the valvoline for this trip then, because literally I'll get an oil change first week of April, and then we're going to drive to Moab. Well, we're driving to Sand Hollow, then we're driving to Moab, then we're driving to St. Louis, and then we're driving home. So yeah, that will be probably one oil change. I'm not going to change the oil in the middle of that trip. But I guess I could stop at the old Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
I love Jiffy Lube. Everybody hates it.
Too expensive.
Too expensive? Can't buy the oil for that much. I always have a $25 off coupon.
Oh.
It's like $30 to get the oil change in this truck.
Every time I stop by there, $80 later.
Oh, you got to get the coupons.
I get the coupons.
And you got to just use conventional oil.
Well, it's true, but
I don't. I just use just conventional oil. What are you eating? The Walmart oil changes. Yeah, my Walmart doesn't have an auto.
Yeah, we normally do that wherever we're at in the country usually, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It's questionable sometimes.
Yeah, they're totally questionable. I totally understand that it's questionable as heck, but I also Yeah, Walmart oil. Yeah, dude. What do they use? They use like Pennzoil or something at Jiffy Lube, and that's a great oil.
Valvoline.
Like, well, you can go to Valvoline and get Valvoline oil.
No, but those are the options you get. Or Castrol sometimes. Depends on where you're at.
Yeah. See, I'm not a fan of everybody. Everybody likes synthetic, and we can talk about oil for days. Everybody's got all of their this and that. And there's guys that say you got to run synthetic in a 7.3, and I think you're just throwing your freaking money away, because the 7.3 gets the oil dirty in about 34 seconds once you start it after an oil change, and my 4-liter with conventional or with synthetic in it leaked more, and I'm not putting synthetic in this truck. 225,000 miles, no way. It's gonna find all the holes that shouldn't leak, and it's gonna make them all leak. That's just my. That's my feelings. I just changed the oil more, and it's not a big deal. I don't want to go 5,000 miles between oil changes on this truck. It doesn't even get driven that much. Just, like I said, it gets 2 a year. But that's just like I said, there's guys that have done testing, there's guys that have done all this stuff that know a lot more than me. But I have the old school mentality of I'll just change the oil more. Jiffy Lube uses crappy filters, so I need to change it more anyway. Oh, Amso's bypass. Yeah, I don't know. Again, you can hear all the stuff for the 7.3. I've owned my 7.3 for 25 years and have 346,000 miles on it. The motor's never been apart. We put injectors in it at 320 just because. And I just change the oil every 3,500 miles. That's what I've done for 25 years. And it's fine. Yeah, that's everybody tells me all this different stuff about the 7.3. That's fine, but it survived. It was literally my first vehicle, so I was 16-year-old driving it in California, driving it like a 16-year-old does, and that was, a whole different story. And what it gets done with it now is so different. And yeah, that truck is, those motors are crazy. I will get buried in that truck. And I don't even know if I'll have to rebuild the motor before then. No, I'll get to $1 million on that probably. I don't know. I'll think about pulling the motor out of it if it makes it to $1 million. I'm redoing it. This V10's great. I'm impressed with it, but if I had to sell one of them, it would be this one. Not the other one. You gonna put oil in your diff?
Yeah, I pulled the hose out of the thing, but I hadn't gotten around to it because it was also very windy. It got windier out there. Then, yeah. So.
Ooh, a 95. Yeah, you got the same thing I've got with my 01, man. Like I said, this V10 has 225 on it. It had 213 on it when I bought it. So, it's, my whole life I always scoffed on V10 excursions, and the more I drive it, the more I'm impressed. And honestly, like, if something ever really happened to my white truck where I had to replace it, I think I would look for a low-mile V10 to replace it. Because I don't tow, like, I don't have a big trailer or anything, and I don't tow, like, that much, but you could get a cleaner used V10 now with way less miles on it than you can get a 7.3, and for half the freaking price. So that's my other hot take that nobody agrees with. But yeah, axle swapped it, and what did you put the ZF6 in it? I want to manual swap this truck, so it'll happen someday. If this transmission dies, it's going to happen a lot quicker. Yeah, it is yeah, the ZF6. It is very even maintenance-wise because of literally just the fact that the oil changes on the 7.3 are $200 makes up for the
like my 7.3 gets almost 18 miles per gallon. And so I think my oil changes will make up for it. I don't know. This got 12. Now it has 488s in it. I'm hoping I'm going to put the evap all back together. And maybe, just maybe, she doesn't think so. Grace says no way. I think that there's a possibility that this truck gets 13 now. We should bet on it.
No.
Because I think there's a possibility that this truck gets 13 now. I don't know. Or like 12 and a half, or like it would sit like in the 11s and not really in the 12s. And maybe it'll sit in the 12s now instead of the 11s. I don't know. Did you buzz him?
No.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, that's just the beat before the buzz.
Oh.
So I don't let it get there.
Oh, I'm talking all highway. Like, US Shift is coming out with a what? A controller for the 10R8. Oh, is that the 10 speed? That'd be cool. Yeah, so this truck gets, I've seen it get 4 rock crawling, maybe 3, and I've seen it get 12.5 on the highway, the way it's set up right now, with the 40s, with all the stuff. So like I said, I'm hoping for that 13 number. I'm hoping to see 13 on this next trip. I'm talking only highway. It gets terrible mileage in the city. Absolute garbage. But when we drive, I drive into Utah, so it's sitting at 70 miles an hour for 10 hours at a time. Yeah, that 10 speed would be cool. I don't know. I don't need an automatic. I don't like automatics. They are annoying to me. So I will, if I'm going to swap, if something's going to get put in this truck, it's going to get a ZF6. And then it'll get lower gears in the transfer case and all of that stuff. This truck's obviously a lot different from most people's idea of an excursion. Yeah, I know it's doing good with 12. I'm not mad about it. Literally, when I built it, I was like, I'm gonna be stoked about double digits, like, because the way everybody was talking about the V10 mileage, I was like, all right, well, here's to hoping it gets 10. And when it got 12, I was like, freaking awesome. I'm stoked. And if 488s make it better, awesome. Because it's expensive to drive across the country at 12 miles per gallon. I'd like 13. That'd feel better. It's 40s with 488s. If you weren't doing 488 gears. I don't know how to put this, but like it feels, if I weren't rock crawling and wanted to drive it on the highway at the same time, I feel like I would go deeper. Like if you ever wanted to tow a trailer with a 40, you need to go deeper. But this truck will never see a trailer, and I wanted the thicker gear. Yeah. The low gears are a big deal. But like I said, I'll go lower in the transfer case before I go super low in the axle. And this is a myth, and it's an old school myth. And the guy that installed the gears, and tons of people have tested it, and they say it's not true and this and that. But the old school rock crawler guys always said that a 488 was stronger than a 513 or a 538. They've got more gears on the pinion, so the pinion's bigger. And so that is the reason that I went 488s. And I figured if I want deeper, I'll go in the transfer case deeper. Because I can put an Atlas in here. Like, that would be the coolest thing on this truck, is an Atlas that I could choose front and rear, so I could front dig. Yeah, you got 4. Is that on your 7.3, Miguel? Or I saw you're a different person. What truck you talking about, Miguel? 456s with 39s, getting 13. Yeah, what? Miguel, you got an excursion? Oh, 6.6 Duramax. Ah, yeah. Yeah, and your Duramax, you don't need as low gears because you got the torque. These V10s like RPM. So, yeah, you're probably fine on that thing. But that's actually not bad with a 39. How much cutting did you do with that thing to get a 39 in it? 'Cause GM thinks tires are square, so I'm sure that wasn't easy. That's cool. That's super cool, actually. 660. What year is the 6.6 Duramax? I don't even know. I don't know what year. I don't know anything about Chevys. I don't like working on stuff, so. So it's that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's. Yeah, freaking sick. Long travel? Heck yeah, man. That's rad. Yeah. So Roy's seen Rogan 556. 556 or 536? 538s. But yeah, no, I mean, all of them break. And like I said, it's literally, like it's been tested. It's 100% just a myth. But I guess I'm just an old soul and an old... I just couldn't bring myself to go... For 300 RPM, to go to a 513 and have the smaller pinion, it didn't make any sense to me. Or it's not even 300. It's 150 RPM. It's 300 RPM if I would have gone to 538. And so good boy. And so that's why I went with the 488s. Like I said, if you were going to do any towing with this truck and not planning on rock crawling it and beating on it like I am, I think I would go a 538 with the 40s. I think I would. But with the V10. Yeah. Yeah, and it's, again, it's a total myth. Most everybody in the gear industry, the actual gear guys, like I said, my installer has been doing this for 15 years. He installed everything that Nitro did for 15 years. And the guy knows more about gears than I've forgotten about excursions. And he goes, no way. And I said, I agree, but I just wanted the 488s. Adam Savage. Who's that? Is that me? Being the old guy? Yeah, that's the guy from Mythbusters, right? Yep. All right, I got to look at my list. I don't know if it turns off the live if I go out of here. Yeah, it kind of like goes away. I'm going to go look. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. Adam Savage is great. Well, I haven't heard that thing do anything else, so. I don't know when I pull it. But.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Here comes my wife as we are live on YouTube.
Wow. That's fun.
Is it dinner time? Is that what you're coming out?
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Oh, we're just getting all the hugs today.
Well, then it's definitely dinner time.
It is.
Are you making pasta then?
Yes. He's silly.
Alright, well, that's how much my air compressor leaks. It's, in the time that we've been on, it's ran and then died. Alright, who else we got? Dude, I know I'm live. We're live, we're hanging out. Been live for an hour. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys. Thanks, Maddie. Miguel. Yeah, this guy's like, what do you mean does he know he's live? Yeah, we know we're live. We're just hanging out, being live here. It is what it is. We've been talking and hanging out. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go for tonight. Have a great one. Enjoy your excursions this weekend. See ya later.